I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still
Got
be
some
on
for
my
this,
summer
baby.
grind. Handle your business.
Oh, you put it back in the bag.
Loyal and honor, don't break the bro codes. The more red rose, match with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, gave him the choco. Tell me something.
Man, we pop that. Pop man, ghost with me.
Something I don't know.
No, no Romeo baby joint, man. Alright, piss. Hey, EJ, bro. What is it? Bro, look, man, I've been smoking every day. But I don't leave that so hard.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte.
Don't kill all that daddy.
Just a moment ago,
Don't kill all that daddy on my joint.
The action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze. Everything
I'll
was
put that much daddy on my
Bank
joint.
of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel, and we are ready to
Put the
go
whole
as the
damn
Panthers
granddaddy on
get
there.
set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. The Panthers kicker Graham Gano set and ready to go.
Cheers,
as
man.
we are off from Charlotte.
Don't catch me, man.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here.
You just said, you know you mad. I saw that smoking weed.
Line.
You just said, leave her the hell alone. She mad, EJ. It's okay, baby.
Get off me.
Nope, nope. Yo, she got to bust down the joint. She got to bust down everything even. She can't roll no ropes around me and try to pass that shit. But she already know I'm going to crack her shit again. Boy, I'm going to pack that joint. Yeah, boy, that boy over there. Oh.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Not already?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Agholor. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Agholor has it.
Oh.
Shows his strength at the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Ajayi. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. From midfield, here's Wentz.
Don't put on another
Wentz
guy like
can
that.
pull it
He
down
look
when
like
he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the
trying to
first
get him in the
down.
ball.
So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
82. Shorty.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Flushed out right.
Bro, I used to
6
keep
yards
diving
there
like
off the
that.
scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down. And this will be
Well, they
play
turned it
number
into a
8 of the
football foul,
opening
easy.
drive. It's third and short.
Straight 15.
Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And Jeffrey's
Jeffrey.
got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They run with Ajayi. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Oh!
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
81. Go. Play. Straight 15.
To throw, it's Wentz. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
So you did all day. Any kind of outs?
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Newton on second down. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Going for the deep ball.
Oh, for the save,
Be
bitch.
able to hook up there. It's incomplete.
Don't butt me like
So
that.
certainly an interesting call there to go for it.
Well, I
And
thought they
that
tried to
will
give it to
force
you.
a
I like, bro,
turnover
football
on
now.
downs.
Football
Here's the
now.
Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
I can't play ball
And
today,
last time
boy.
they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
15 yards down to the 15 and a first down. This is Ajayi.
Come on,
And he's
boy.
going
You
to get
can
it
go,
inside
boy.
the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, now he pulls him over. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll try to run with Ajayi. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They hand off to their big tight end. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I'd just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Richard Rodgers taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Oh, crybaby. I'm being a flaw.
Elliott now to kick this one away.
You forgot that smoke out, Jay. Listen to me.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
No, we still.
And the Panthers coming out now. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. On 1st and 10, Newton escaping the pressure right. Now he's
he opened by his throw.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funchess, 65 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
82.
Now Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he'll go at the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Wentz will keep it, and he will push forward and pick up the first down. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, and move forward and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
82.
Now this time, Wentz will throw. Flush to his right. And
How the fuck you fuck?
But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. In Philadelphia,
yeah, how the fuck you
is
even
going to hold
fumble?
on to the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual
Yeah, how the fuck
for
they
the
even
team that
fumble,
lost
dude?
it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Flushed out right.
Damn.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted.
That shit, man.
Picked up by the safety, Eric Reed. And he will score. Touchdown.
I thought he was over there by himself.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Lion.
A final shot beforehand for Wentz. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
How did he got fucked up?
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Oh. Oh.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Taking a shot for Samuel.
Oh, that book can't throw.
Took a shot there on third down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know? The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket, panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
That's it, dude.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Drops it off to Ajayi. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Hey, who playing? Hey, who playing?
On display
Me and Trill.
really from both teams, and there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now.
Nah, I'm on Apex, man. Hey, boy, hey, when you ready, cuz? Send that shit, young man.
I'm playing nigga right now.
I'm here waiting. What you talking about? Me? You want to play me, DJ?
I'm playing Trill right now.
Escaping the pressure.
That's what I want to play, man. I'm finna get this out of the university.
Down this time to the 17.
About the university,
yards there on his own, but
I'm finna send it out of LSU right now.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout.
Hey, y'all send me a text. Shoot me a text when the nigga ready, man.
One here in this third quarter. And Elliott puts this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now.
Shut up, man. Don't be talking about.
So decent drive.
I'll be back. Y'all just text me,
man. But they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you're not clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
You just got so comfortable up there smoking, huh?
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 60 yards.
Yeah. Now, that was my fault. He burnt my ass off the line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Oh, shit. Oh,
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while, and at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77, so not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz.
open.
The receiver, and he's brought down. Mario Addison in there to get him for a loss of 5. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
They dump off underneath to Ajayi.
Come on.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. On that quick throw, what do you think? Possibly something they saw at the line to go there?
possibly in the game plan, and you notice they went with an empty backfield. No backs there to help with pass protection, so you have to have a counter to that because you know they're probably going to bring pressure when they see an empty backfield, so you get rid of the ball quickly. Quick drop, ball's out of the quarterback's hands, keeps it from getting hit, and they get a completion.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Ajayi.
Come on, Chase.
The
You gotta
first
break this
down
fucking
yardage
tackle,
he
bro.
needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Step hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the offense will hold on to this one right at the 5-yard line. Lucky there. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
I believe my defense.
And Wentz not going to take the snap here. Instead, he turns and calls a timeout. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. A disappointing drop there on 4th and goal. And the Panthers will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Wrong with that shit, man.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate.
And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here.
I had to
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for us. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
23 yards on the play. Wentz now on 1st down.
Bro, the shit wouldn't let me throw it.
Escape, and he goes down.
Shit wouldn't let me throw it.
Time for a break.
We'll
We'll come back and see this one out after this. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Throwing now is Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
Great 15, great 15. Great 15, great 15. Great.
Wentz now on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
It pissed off a dog, bitch. It's like a damn pit bull.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. On 1st down, Wentz. Well, he's caught, and he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Who picked one?
They come out, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all
well,
of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Elliott good with a PAT as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And they should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people
I need that
try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Newton to throw. That is caught at the
Why you
7.
gonna keep running?
That hits this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 15 now. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken.
Hey, I'll be back on like 15. I got a smoke. They make me another playbook for this.
Philadelphia
I think I
getting
figured
set to
something out
take the
against his
field.
ass.
This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
Bro, my
because
defense laid
now
down,
is not going
bro.
to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost.
But they don't got no
But this
defense.
is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And they'll go on the ground. And it's been like this
Come
all
on, man.
night
Hey, I'll be right
long.
back.
Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
Huh? Let's see. Hey, Josh. Are you a pussy bunny?